Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're just going to be talking about why are pay pigs better than sugar daddies, in my personal opinion. So yeah, let's kind of just get straight into it. So if you've never heard of a pay pig or a sugar daddy, I'm going to explain basically what both of these things are. So a sugar daddy is basically someone who will fund like your life, for a lot of the time sexual favors in return, or a close relationship in return. So they might want you to be like, you know, there with them in person, physically, you know, being like there all the time for them, or sexual favors in return, you know, like when they want stuff, then kind of like you do stuff. A lot of time these sugar daddies will give you a lot of money for doing stuff, you know, they'll give you a lot of money for being either their companion or, you know, what you do. They will fund a lot of stuff, they'll buy you loads of stuff, you know, they'll give you a lot of money for doing this. And me personally, I've never had a sugar daddy. I've never had a sugar daddy because I don't quite frankly want a sugar daddy. But what's a pay pig? A pay pig is basically similar to a sugar daddy, but without, like, they say without the sugar, but it's without any sexual favors or relationships in return. So you do not have to give them any close bonds, you do not have to give them any like sexual favors in return. A pay pig normally will give you money for nothing in return. They might give you money just to see, you know, what you buy with it, or just to see you happy with money. Like, they don't really want anything in return. And you know, obviously I think you can already tell there's a clear difference into like why like one might be better than the other, because one you've got to physically give them stuff and the other one you don't, you know, of course. But obviously, like, in my opinion, you know, having a pay pig is a lot better. Pay pigs tend to, like, some pay pigs will give you a lot of money, like, trust me, some of them will have a lot of money to give you, but others don't have so much, you know. There might be a pay pig who can just like buy your, like, you know, like bills like every month, so it might only be like a couple £100 every month or something, you know, whereas there might be other pay pigs who can quite happily give you like 2, 3, 4, 5 grand a month or more, you know what I mean? There's like all different types of ones. And obviously with sugar daddies, they're more likely to definitely give you a lot more money. But again, having a pay pig, you don't even have to see these people in person. I'm someone, I don't do meets, you know, I don't do meets, I do not meet up with people, I don't trust people, I don't do meets. So essentially, like, you know, like with these like pay pigs, you don't have to meet them. A lot of people, they do meet pay pigs. I personally don't, you know, a lot of people do, I don't. You don't have to meet them if you don't want to. Whereas with a sugar daddy, like 99% of the time, you have to meet these people. Some of them will be like, oh, I want you online as a companionship and all this and that, you know, but a lot of the time they do want you to be there in person with them, which I guess is another reason why I think pay pigs are better than sugar daddies. Like, as I say, pay pigs, you know, they may not give you as much money, you know, but you ain't got to give them sexual stuff in return. You don't even have to see them in person either. And like, I guess like that means they don't really have as much like power over you in a way, because if you're living with someone and they're giving you money to basically like do sexual favors for them, they have quite a lot of power over you. You're in their house, you know, you're living off of their money and everything, like in person with them. Whereas if it's just a pay pig and it's online, like, it's online, you know what I mean? It's completely different. But yeah, a lot of people, they go down into like the whole of like getting a sugar daddy. They don't even know a pay pig exists. Quite frankly, I think it's best to know what both of these things are to decide which one you would want. A sugar daddy obviously wants sexual stuff, whereas a pay pig is more so under findom, which is financial domination. They like to basically be financially dominated, where their money gets taken from them for little to nothing in return. That is what they are into. It's still a fetish, it's still like deemed as like sexual work, but it's not the same as actually doing sexual favors for them, you know what I mean? Like, you have a bit more like freedom than that, I guess. But yeah, hopefully you just did enjoy this video. I know it's a short one, as usual, to be fair, sometimes. But hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Video suggestions, leave them in the comments down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.